Students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do ratio and proportion, the multiple choice type, chapter 7. This is on page number 104. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. First one, the ratio of 2 meter to 400 centimeter is one of these. Now, first thing you need to see is 2 is in meters and 400 is in centimeters. We have to convert them to the same unit. So let's convert from big to small. It's always easier to convert from big to small, and meter is the bigger one. So 1 meter, we know 1 meter has 100 centimeters. So here it is 2 meters, isn't it? So 2 meters will be 200 centimeters. So now can you see 2 meters is to 400 centimeters is the question. We have converted this 2 meters into 200 centimeters. So now let's write that. So this becomes 200 centimeters is to 400 centimeters. Now can you see the units are the same, both are in centimeters. Next step is to write it in the form of a fraction, 200 by 400. Now we can cancel the zeros. So there are 2 on top and 2 down. And we can also reduce this to the lowest term. We can divide 2 and 4 by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So the fraction form is 1 by 2 and the ratio form is 1 is to 2. So 1 is to 2 will be our answer. Which option is that? It is option 1, 1 is to 2. Question 2. 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is equivalent to which of these? Okay, so let's take 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3. This is the ratio given to us. Now we know that ratio is also division, isn't it? So we can change this to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. So this has now become division of fractions. So how do I do division of fractions? I write the first fraction as it is. I change division to multiplication and I write the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now I will multiply my numerators and my denominators. So 1 into 3 is 3 and 2 into 1 is 2. So the fraction form is 3 by 2 and the ratio is 3 is to 2. So our answer here is 3 is to 2. And which option is that? Option 2. 3 is to 2. Question 3. If A is to B is, now let's write that clearly, A is to B is equal to 3 is to 5 and B is to C is 15 is to 23, then what is A is to C? Which of these options will be the answer? Now let's take the first one. A is to B. So A is to B is equal to 3 is to 5. This is given to us. That means I can write this as A by B, isn't it? Because it is division also. Ratio can be expressed in the form of division. So A by B will be 3 by 5. Similarly, let's take the next one. B is to C is 15 is to 23. This also I can write in the fraction form. B by C is equal to 15 by 23. Now, if I multiply A by B into B by C, if I have to multiply this, I can cancel these two, isn't it? Then what will I have left? I will have A by C, which is equal to A is to C. And this is what our question wants us to find out. Look at this. The question says, what is A is to C? So to find out what A is to C is, we have to multiply A by B into B by C. And we know A by B is 3 by 5. So let's write that 3 by 5 into, now how much is B by C? 15 by 23. So let's write that 15 by 23. Now we can cancel. So what can I cancel? I can cancel 5 and 15. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. Now multiply the numerators and the denominators. So what do I have? 3 threes are 9 and in the denominator 1 into 23 is 23. So this is a fraction form, which is the ratio form 9 is to 23. So this is my answer. And that is option 3. 9 is to 23. This is our answer. Question 4. If A is to B is to C is 8 is to 6 is to 3. So this is the ratio given to us. And we are told the value of C, we have to find what the value of B is. What is it equal to? Is it 48 or 18 or 12 or is it none of these? So what we're going to do now is we are going to find the ratio of B to C. B to C. Okay, it's already given to us. So the ratio of B to C is 8 is to, it's not 8, it's 6 is to 3. Now see how I got it. Look at what is given to us. A is 8, B is 6 and C is 3. So I am taking only B to C, that is the ratio of B to C, and that is 6 is to 3. Now, next step, let's simplify this. Okay, so B is to C. We can simplify this. That is, I can reduce 6 and 3 to the smallest term. How do I do it? I can put it in the fraction form or I can do it straight away there. So let me put it in the fraction form here. So 6 is to 3. I have written as 6 by 3. Now I can cancel. So 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So what do I get? 2 by 1. And the ratio form is 2 is to 1. So I have simplified 6 is to 3 into 2 is to 1, which I'm going to write here. So B is to C is now 2 is to 1. Now we know the value of C. C is given to us as 24. So here we are going to write 24. So let's write B is to 24 is equal to 2 is to 1. So now we can find the value of B. We know the rules of proportion. Okay, when two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. And in that, how do we do? We say the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Okay, that means if I have to write this down again, it will be B into 1 should be equal to 24 into 2. Now B into 1 is simply B, isn't it? 24 into 2 is 48. So now I have found the value of B to be 48. And which option is that? It is option 1, 48. Question 5. Mohit's salary increases in the ratio 4 is to 7. If his original salary is 2000 rupees, his new salary is which of these? Okay, so here they're saying his salary has increased in this ratio. So this is his original salary, 2000 rupees. So let's consider the new salary to be X. Okay, we don't know, we're going to find out. So let's consider the new salary to be X. So if we have to write this as a proportion, the first ratio is 4 is to 7, where 4 will represent the old or original salary and 7 is the new salary. So this will be equal to, what is his original salary? 2000 rupees. And what is his new salary? X. We don't know what X is. So now this is in the form of a proportion, isn't it? So here what can we do? We can say product of extremes is equal to product of means. So 4 into X. So 4 into X is equal to 2000 into 7. Now to find the value of X, we can say 2000 into 7, the right hand side. This is the right hand side. This remains the same. I'm going to take 4 to the other side because here it is multiplication. When it goes to the other side, it becomes division. So I can write it down here, 4. So now I'm going to find the value of 4. So first I'm going to cancel. So what can I cancel? 2000 is divisible by 4. How? 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. Then I can add this 0 and this 0. So now I have X is equal to 500 into 7. So multiply 500 into 7. So X is equal to 5 sevens are 35 and add the two zeros. So I have found the value of X and that is 3500 rupees. And what is X? See here in the beginning, right at the beginning we said X is the new salary. So the answer is 3500. Which option is that? That is option 4. So this is our answer. Question 6. If 8 is to x is equal to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2, what is the value of x? So let's work this out. So this is 8 is to x is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2. So here again, let's say product of extremes is equal to product of means. So this will be equal to 8 into 1 by 2 is equal to x into 1 by 3. So now here we can cancel 2 and 8. We can make it simpler for us. 2 into 2 and 8. 2 ones are 8. 2 fours are 8. And here on the other side, what do we have? So let's write this. So this becomes 4 into 1 is 4. And here we have x by 3. X into 1 is x. X by 3. Now if we want to find the value of x, we are going to keep 4 as it is. And this 3 that we have here, we are going to take it to this side. That means along with 4. We are going to put it along with 4. Here it is division. When I am taking it to the other side to put it along with 4, it becomes multiplication. So 4 into 3. So now we know the value of x. X is equal to 12. 4 3s are 12. So which option is that? 12 is option 3 here. So let's take this answer. The answer is 12. Question 7. The fourth proportional to 6, 8 and 10 is which one? So the fourth one is missing. So let's consider the fourth proportional to be x. So in that case, we can take the first two numbers as the first ratio, 6 is to 8, and this is equal to 10 is to x. So we don't have the fourth one. So in the place of the fourth one, we have put x because we said let's consider it to be x. Now we can use the formula. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. So product of extremes will be 6 into x is equal to 8 into 10. Now to find the value of x, we're going to say 8 into 10 as it is. Now we're going to transpose the 6 to the other side. We're going to take it to the other side. Because it's multiplication, when we take it to the other side, it becomes division. So now here we have 8 into 10 by 6. We can cancel. Let's see what we can cancel. I can cancel 6 and 8 or 6 and 10. So here 2 3s are 6 and here 2 4s are 8. Now there's nothing more to cancel. So here I have to multiply my numerators. My numerator is 4 into 10, which is 40, and my denominator is 3. So I have found the value of x to be 40 by 3. And which option is it? It is option 2, 40 by 3. So let's tick that. This is the option. So that is the correct answer. Question 8. The third proportion to 2 is to 1 is. We have to find the third proportion. So let's consider the third proportional to be x. That means, what does this mean? It means that 2, that is this 2, 1 and 1 from here, and x are in continued proportion. Okay, so 2, 1 and x are supposed to be in continued proportion. That's the meaning of this. That's what this implies. So in that case, how do we write? We say 2 is to 1 is equal to 1 is to x. Okay, so 2, 1 and x are in continued proportion. We're going to say 2 is to 1 is equal to 1 into x. And now we're going to find the value of x. That is product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product means multiplication. So 2 into x is equal to 1 into 1. What does this imply? 2 into x means we're going to put only x here. Now 1 into 1 is 1. Now I'm going to move this 2 to the other side. When I move it to the other side, multiplication changes to division. So I have to put it down. So it becomes 1 by 2. So we have found the answer. We have found the value of the third proportion to be 1 by 2. So this is our answer. Which option is it? It is option 3, 1 by 2. Question 9. On a map, 22 meters is represented by 3 centimeters. So 22 meters you can't show the whole of 22 meters on a map because that'll be very, very long, isn't it? So it's represented by 3 centimeters. Then suppose you have a length of 132 meters. What will be its map view within centimeters? How will it be represented as centimeters? That is the question. So 22 meters is represented by 3 centimeters. So if I have to represent only 1 meter, I will have to use 3 by 22 centimeters. Did you understand this? 22 meters is equal to 3 centimeters. So 1 meter is equal to this divided by this. So 3 by 22. So if 1 meter is 3 by 22, then how much is 132 meters? So 132 meters will be 1 meter is 3 by 22. 132 will be 3 by 22 into 132. Now here we can cancel. I can cancel 22 by 11. 11 twos are 22. Here also 11 ones are 11. There is 2 left. 22. 11 twos are 22. So I used 11 to cancel 22 and 132. So 11 twos are 22. 11 twelves are 132. Now I can cancel 2 and 12. 2 ones are 2 and 2 sixes are 12. Now multiply the numerators. 3 into 6. 3 6 are 18 and in the denominator I have 1. 18 by 1 is 18. That means 132 centimeters as meters has to be represented by 18 centimeters. So the answer here is 18 centimeters. Let's see which option that is. Here we have 1 by 2 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 48 centimeters. We don't have 18. That means our option 4 is the correct answer. It's none of these answers given to us. Question 10. 1 by 3 is to 1 by 6 is to 1 by 8 is equivalent to which of these ratios here? So first let's take down the question. The question is 1 by 3 is to 1 by 6 is to 1 by 8. Now one method is to find the LCM of the denominators here 3, 6 and 8. Let's find the LCM. So here we have 3, 6 and 8. Let's find the LCM. Let's begin with 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Then we bring down 8 as it is. Now I'll use 2, 1, 1 and 2. 4s are 8. Again I'm going to use 2, 1, 1, 2. 2s are 4. Again I'm going to use 2. So 1, 1 and 1. So what is my LCM? LCM is 3 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now let's multiply. 3 twos are 6. 6 twos are 12. 12 twos are 24. So the LCM is 24. Now I'm going to take the first fraction of this ratio 1 by 3. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 by 3 and I'm going to multiply it with the LCM which is 24. So I can cancel 3 8s are 24. So what is my answer here? 8. Similarly, I'm going to take the second fraction in the ratio 1 by 6 and I'm going to multiply that also by 24. Now cancel. 6 4s are 24. Now multiply the numerators. 1 4s are 4. Now take the third fraction which is 1 by 8. Let's take 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 and multiply with the LCM which is 24. Cancel 8 and 24. 8 3s are 24. Multiply the numerators. 1 into 3 is 3. Now here we have three numbers 8, 4 and 3. Let's put it in the form of a ratio. So this will be 8 is to 4 is to 3. So this is my answer. 8 is to 4 is to 3. And which option is that? That is option 4. 8 is to 4 is to 3. Question 11. If A is equal to 2B is equal to 3C, then A is to B is to C is equal to what? Is what we are asked to find out. Which of these answers? So let's copy down this question. So here what is given to us is A is equal to 2B is equal to 3C. This is given to us, isn't it? And we are asked to find A is to B is to C. This is what we are asked to find. Now look at the first part. A is equal to 2b. So 2b is equal to a. It's the same thing, isn't it? 2b is equal to a. So if I have to find b alone, 2b is equal to a. So if I have to find b alone, I will write a by 2. Why is it a by 2? Because 2 is multiplication here. I'm taking it to the other side. It has become division. A by 2. So here in the place of b here, I'm going to write a by 2. I just found out, isn't it? So let me write a by 2. Now here A will be as it is. A is the same. B is A by 2. Now let's find out what C is. So here it says A is equal to 3C or 3C is equal to A. It's the same, isn't it? So let's write that. So 3C is equal to A. Now we need to know what C is. So C will be equal to A by 3 because I'm transposing this 3 to the other side. It will become division A by 3. So in the place of C, I'm going to write A by 3. So is to A by 3. So now I have A is to B is to C. In that place I have A is to A by 2 is to A by 3. Now since it's all A, I can replace it with 1. So this will be 1 is to 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3. Now I need to find the value of all these. So here I'm going to give this a denominator 1. Now I'm going to find the LCM of these denominators 2 and 3. I don't have to use 1. 2 and 3. Let me find the LCM. I'm going to use 2. 2 ones are 2. We bring down 3. Again, we continue this time with 3, 1 and 1. Now, what is our LCM? LCM is 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. So now we're going to take the first fraction here. We have 3 fractions. We're going to take the first one, and the first one is 1. Okay, so that is 1 by 1 into 6. So here it will be 1 by 1 into 6 is you multiply the numerators. 1 6 are 6, 6 by 1 which is 6. So here A is to B is to C is what I have to find. So in the place of A, can you see in the place of A, this is the first one, I've got 6. So let me write 6 is 2. Now we're going to find B. So we have B here. In the place of B, we have A by 2, which we have made 1 by 2. So I'm going to take 1 by 2 and multiply it with the LCM, which is 6. Now cancel. 2 3s are 6. 1 3s are 3. So what do we have? B is equal to 3. So let's write 3 here. So this is 3 is 2. Now look at C. This is C, which is A by 3 or 1 by 3. So let me write that. So 1 by 3 into LCM, which is 6. Cancel. 3 2s are 6. 1 2s are 2. So I have found C also, which is 2. So now my ratio is 6 is to 3 is to 2. And which option is that? Option 3. 6 is to 3 is to 2. This is my answer. Question 12. If A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4 and A plus B is equal to 35, then what is B equal to? One of these. So let's take this down here. Now here it's given as A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4. Now let A be, now we'll take A as 3x and B as 4x based on the ratio given to us. Okay, so A is going to be 3x and B is going to be 4x. Here it says A plus B is 35. So we're going to substitute. So let's say it's given as A plus B is 35 and A here we said is 3x. So instead of A, I'm going to write 3x. Instead of B, I'm going to write 4x. So A is 3x and B is 4x. Together they add up to 35. 3x plus 4x is 7x. 7x is 35. That means x will be equal to 35 divided by 7 because we are transposing this 7 to the other side. Here it is multiplication. When it goes to the other side, it becomes division. 35 by 7. Now we can find the value of x by dividing 35 by 7. 7 5s are 35. So x is equal to 5. Now that we know that x is equal to 5, we can find the value of b. b is 4x, isn't it? So we are asked to find the value of b. So we are taking only b. b is 4x. That means 4 into x. So 4 into x. And how much is x? X is 5. So 4 5s are 20. So our answer here is 20. So which is that option? Is option 4, 20. Question 13. Which is greater, 2 is to 3 or 3 is to 4? Which is greater of these two? So what we're going to do is first write them in the form of fractions. So 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. They are two ratios, and when we say they're equal, that means we are forming a proportion. When two ratios are equal, we form a proportion. Now can you see there are two fractions, and we are going to compare the two fractions. We know how to compare fractions. One way is to find the LCM. So if we have these two fractions, 2 by 3 and 3 by 4, first we find the LCM of the two fractions. Okay, so let's find the LCM of 3 and 4. So let's begin with 3, 3 ones and bring down 4. Then continue with 2 this time. 1 and 2 twos are 4. Continue again with 2, 1 and 1. So what is the LCM? The LCM is 3 into 2 into 2. 3 twos are 6, 6 twos are 12. So the LCM is 12. So this denominator, now for the first fraction here, the denominator has become 12. That is 3 into 4 is 12. So multiply 2 also into 4. 2 fours are 8. Now take the other fraction, the denominator is 12. Now 4 into 3 is 12. So multiply this also by 3. 3 threes are 9. Now they have become like fractions, 8 by 12 and 9 by 12. It's easy to say which is greater. We just have to look at the numerators. 9 is greater than 8. So this fraction is greater. So if we go back to the question, 8 by 12 is 2 by 3. And 9 by 12 is 3 by 4. And 3 by 4 is greater. If we put this in the form of ratio, 2 is to 3 is smaller than 3 is to 4. So what is the answer? 3 is to 4 is greater. So which option is that? That is option 2. 3 is to 4 is greater. Question 14. Question 14. In a piece of paper, rectangular in shape, the ratio of its length to its breadth. So this is very, very important. The order. Length has come first and breadth has come second. So the ratio of its length to breadth is 8 is to 5. If the breadth is 12.5 centimeters, find the length is the question. Okay, so what is the length? Now length to breadth. So length is to breadth is 8 is to 5. If we have to make this a proportion, on the other side also it should be length is to breadth. And here if you look at the question, breadth is given to us. Okay, how much it is. We have to find the length. So here when we write in the place of length, we don't know what the length is. We are going to consider the length to be x, but breadth is given to us and breadth is 12.5 centimeters. Now we have to find x. Now let's use product of extremes is equal to product of means. That means 5 into x is equal to 12.5 into 8. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Now to find the value of x, we say 12.5 into 8 divided by 5. How did I get divided by 5? I took this 5 which is here, it is multiplication. When I take it to the other side, to the right hand side, it becomes division. Now I have to find the value of x. So by solving this. So here what I can do is I can cancel 12.5 and 5. How do I cancel? I can divide. So let's do that division and see. 12.5 divided by 5. So this is normal division. So 5 twos are 10 minus, then we have 2 and there is a point which we carry up and bring down the 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. Isn't it? So now we have our quotient as 2.5 and that we can use here. So 5 into 2.5 will give us 12.5. So I can cancel this 5 and this and write 2.5. Now I just have to multiply 2.5 into 8. So let's do that. Let's multiply 2.5 into 8. We ignore the point and multiply. So that becomes 25 into 8. 8 fives are 40, carry 4. 8 twos are 16, plus 4 is 20. So 200. Now go back to the question. There is one decimal place, isn't it? Your answer also should have one decimal place. So the point comes here. So now there is one decimal place. So what is our answer? 20. So we have found the value of x to be 20. And what did we say x is? X is the length. So if the length is 20, the unit is 20 centimeters. So this is our answer. Let's look at the options and see. That is option 1, 20 centimeters. So this is our answer. Question 15. The ratio of the number of faces of a cube. So for ratio, you need to have two numbers. One number is number of faces of a cube. The other one is number of edges of the cube. So we have to find the ratio of this. Now what is a cube? A cube is a figure like this. And what is the face of a cube? This flat part that you can see is one face. Then here that you can see on top is another face. Here you can see is another face. So if you count all the faces, at the back there is, at this side there is, at the bottom there is. If you count the number of faces of a cube, you will find that a cube has 6 faces. Now, so we know that. Now the number of edges. What are the edges? Can you see this line? That is one edge. Can you see this line? That is another edge. This is another edge. Similarly, all these lines that you see are the edges of a cube. So how many edges does a cube have? A cube has 12 edges. So this you should know. Okay. So the number of faces of a cube is 6. Number of edges of a cube is 12. Now we can find the ratio. So the ratio of the number of faces. So number of faces is this to the number of edges. So how many faces are there? There are 6 faces. So let's write that. 6 faces. And how many edges are there? There are 12 edges. So the ratio is 6 is to 12. Now we can reduce this to the lowest term. So how do we do it? First we put it in the form of a fraction 6 by 12. Now divide both by 6. So if you divide both by 6, what do you get? So I'm dividing this and this by 6. So here I get 6 ones are 6 and here 6 twos are 12. So 1 by 2. So this ratio is reduced to 1 is to 2 because 1 by 2 we can write it as 1 is to 2. So what is our answer? 1 is to 2 is our answer. Which option is that? It is option 1. Option 1, 1 is to 2. So with this children, we come to the end of our exercise. Thank you children.